Hello everybody, how y'all doing? This is lesson number 8 and we're doing encapsulation and abstraction. This should be a short video because this is a very simple concept. The words sound big, but it's actually very simple. Encapsulation, which I'll go later, I'll go abstraction first. But encapsulation, you can literally search it up, read it, and you'll understand what encapsulation is, but we'll go into it. So to start with abstraction. Abstraction applies to, you can apply it to classes and you can apply it to functions. Here, we'll start with an example. Let's say we want to get the area of a rectangle or a square. So we'll start int because we're going to return some number and we're going to say area of square, let's say. And this will take either an int a or an int b. And what we'll do is return a times b. Or actually, we'll make it more clear to the reader. It's going to be length times width, right? And here it's going to be length times width. And that's what we're returning, and this gives us the area of the square. But we can make it even easier, right? So we don't even have to take these parameters. And we're going to now use abstraction. I mean, earlier it was also abstraction, but here I'll explain more once it's done. So here I could say, std provide length and width to get area, right? And here we'll do std and del. And what we'll do here is we'll initialize these int length, and I'll do int width, and send to length and send to width. What? And this is std. All right, so you see right here, what I am gonna do is if I print this out and I do area, square. So you see, the thing what I've done here is that I have made it easy for the user to interact with my function without having to know the math, right? I'm telling it in simple terms. It's like, hey, give me the length, give me the width, and I do, I start this two variables and I put the input and I multiply them together and I return that and all that. But I've abstracted this because the user doesn't need to understand the details of this. Just like when you use a phone, you don't need to know what the phone is made of. You don't need to know how to code. You don't need to know how to do software engineering or electrical engineering. You just use the easy end. Like they give you, here's how to use it, and you just use the interface. You don't have to go into what happens in the background. And that's what abstraction is that you don't need to know what's going on in between. You just get to use it on the user interface that we provide. And that's basically the heights of abstraction. You could do it the same thing for classes. In classes, you see like right here, we have a set name that we did from last video if you watched it. And if I go to my set age, my set age, you see I do, if it's less than 17, I give them an issue. And then if it's not, then I set it. They don't know any of this, right? They call my function and they give me a number. They try to set the age. That is abstraction. Now, when it comes to encapsulation is extremely simple, and it's hiding things away. That's basically what it is. And you see, so right here, I have my classes private. I am keeping these away. I am encapsulating these, so nothing outside my class has access to them. And I have given a key to certain things, like set name and set age, that I have a restriction on to change the value of these encapsulated variables, right? And I have given a certain key to these two functions to be able to access these. And so this is what encapsulating means. It's that keeping data away and restricting data so that not everything or anyone can change it. They have to only go through this function, and this method has a restriction which doesn't allow them. And that's what it means by encapsulating it.